dokie. How's everybody doing? Shit. Got a couple hours till I go to work. Why not be on here? Show some love. Tell you that. Show. Show for show. Lord have fucking. Oh, how we doing, everybody? Happy Monday afternoon. Monday, Monday, Monday. Happy Monday. Give you guys a little time to get on here and play with the format. Uh, Weekend went by too quick, huh, people? Hell yeah, it did. It just went by way too quick. That shit be going by way too fucking quick. Ain't no way to get around it though. Not much can be said. Yo, what's happening with you? Weekend went by way too quick. Telling you that right now, guys. ATA, 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 ATA. Yeah. Oh, you alphabet boy, huh? Already with the bullshit. And that's supposed to fuck with me? Good. Knowledge is power. Fuck with this shit though. So anybody figure out anything more about that motherfucking hospital, not hospital, church shooter from yesterday morning? I'm serious. You know, the State of the Union, this motherfucker, man. Traumatized. Don't want to be traumatized, left out in that motherfucker. Every day above ground's a good day. So how was everyone's weekend? Like I said, you guys see, I'm still gonna be getting on here more and more. I told you, I find the fucking luxury to or an opening. I'm taking that motherfucker. We running with it. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Ain't no getting around it. You better stay safe. That quiver, motherfucker, might just get you. You guys been staying out of the way of the National Guard. If you're in any city where motherfuckers occupy are going crazy. Nobody want to tell. Already then. I'll just let you motherfuckers ride. Let it ride on the spin wheel. You want to be a do it. Don't talk about it, just fucking do it. Well, we'll give you guys another fucking nice little up note. Anybody who's with the crypto, we were at 111 between 109,000 for a good fucking week. That was giving anybody enough time to stack their greenbacks and invest because now it's climbing. We at 114.1 thousand a share. So if I was you, be a person who hedges bets. Man the fuck up and do something with it. Cause shit's going. It's rolling. I bet they did. They be everywhere. Ghetto birds and black ops, man. I'm telling you. They raided a hotel up over near where I'm at, and nobody knew that the place was full of illegals, and they're running sex trafficking out of that bitch. So they got double bubble on their asses. Yo, welcome to the channel. Pizza Spaghetti Mafia. Shit. Shit splat that shit everywhere. That shit splat. Man. Just be vigilant out there. Behave. You don't want these motherfuckers fucking with you. My mind pop up on this biatch. Yeah, we're gonna explain a couple little things. Yo. Hola. Muscles marinara on there. Look at him. Pizza Spaghetti Mafia. We call him Muscles Marinara. So what's everybody doing? I'm telling you, man, it was too short. It was too fucking short. How you doing, Ornithopter? Huh? How we doing, Ornithopter? Drop in and say hi. Anybody got any more motherfucking shit on that church shooter? Anybody know his name? We know he was a 40-year-old white male. Probably had a fucking couple screws up in his head loose, but probably no worse what was going on in our parents' bedroom. I think he just wanted to get on TV and let loose, but couldn't, and was just mad because Tom Green was getting paid to hump a dead moose. Because I still can't get over that one. Church of Latter-day Saints. He drove right through the fucking doors during Mass. Caught everybody during Mass. Hopped out, had his piece out. He started shooting, but he really wanted to knock some teeth out. He popped 10 people. He killed one. He injured 9 others. Then he started getting bored and wanted a new challenge in life, so he caught the motherfucker on fire. Then police finally got there and neutralized his ass, deleted the demon. But if you guys noticed or checked that whole situation out, that fucking church was burnt to the fucking ground. The whole fucking thing. Rest in peace, whoever got caught up in that son bitch, because that shit's bogus. I'm not getting over it. I'm not. I told y'all. We need some affirmative action up in this motherfucker. Like, people need to start fucking being more vigilant. Like, you running a church like that, that's a top of the line, fucking well known, well established church. They have more than enough money to do what they need to do. So why don't they have armed security like the schools now? I'm going to tell you this. They're gonna need armed security after this, because if they don't ramp up security, you know what? You want to know what that shows? You want to know what that tells everybody? Guess what? You let this fucking con job come in here and have his way and have his little 15 minutes of fucking fame. And now look, you're acting like it never happened. It's almost like if you guys don't start putting security up in your churches, you're fucking condoning what this spark plug did. Fuck that. We're not about that shit. Like, let's be real with this. Let's be very realistic with this. Come on. This is not a laughing matter. Like, I'm don't make me fucking go fucking orbital on you guys. Like, this ain't something to be laughing about. This ain't something to be like, yeah, they should. No, they need security. Because if they don't get security up in that motherfucker, where's that show? Well, you just let somebody drive their fucking vehicle into this bitch while we having motherfucking ass, hop out, start blicking motherfuckers with an assault rifle. Then he got bored. Maybe he was cold and lit the bitch on fire. Only then Toboggan Heads and the Tin Stars coming and wiped him down. Wiped his nose. And honestly, that's not a victory. That's not a victory at all. No, because this guy was able to do everything that he had on his list to do other than do the Macarena with the with the motherfucking police. Like, I want to know if this guy had mental issues, if he was wanted, if he was a radicalist. Like, I want to know certain things. Does anybody know anything? Because I'm telling you, I just woke up in the shower. Yeah. Behave. I suggest to y'all you behave. Shape the fuck up. Remember, God don't like ugly. You heard, hey, heard. Only English language. Por favor. Fucking behave, you. But hey, we have been seeing things other than that. You know, you probably like, why are we talking about Charlie Kirk? You want to know why we're not talking about that? Because that guy asked for it. And I could hear you guys right now through the fucking wall. I can hear your echoes of it. How could he have asked for it? He was baiting people, man. The type of shit he was saying, I've watched people get killed for less. So yeah, learn to fucking behave. I mean, when you are purposely getting on a soapbox and you're just telling these motherfuckers, you're throwing caution at the wind. That doesn't make you no desperado. Hell nah. It shows that you desperate, but you not no desperado. You will fucking behave. And you should have told him to stop using his fucking shit as a door at the part of the entrance. Otherwise, you wouldn't have smashed into it. There's a big difference between what happened with you and this son bitch. I don't even want to hear somebody go, oh, that was Charlie Kirk's cousin. He was trying to get some get back. There was no get back. You don't go fucking smoking churches. This ain't church's chicken. He didn't go up in that bitch to make some chicken. He didn't want no El Pollo. He didn't want no El Pollo. You better fucking behave. You might be the next one getting stuck up in conclaves. Don't fuck. You better shape up. That's all I've got to say. Y'all want to be on that bullshit. Okay. We being on that bullshit today then. I guess I got to be on that bullshit, huh? Y'all wondering. That's all right. Sometimes you don't have to know who people it is. Maybe it was this little green space alien that came out of my ass when I lifted my leg to fart the other day. He come up out of a fucking his thing, said, woo. You want to see helicopters? Woo. He was in his little green spaceship. I said, damn, there's a whole coalition there. It's, just fucking behave. You don't know next time something like this gonna happen. You don't want to be the motherfucker who's right there when they drop the hammer on your ass. I'm letting you know this right now. You guys better start figuring out what the fuck's going on. Because if I'm the one who's always got to go out and figure this shit out, there's not going to be nothing left. Okay. Whatever floats your boat over there. What you want me to say? I can't get mad at what you're saying. I have a right to your opinion. So we gotta let you say what you gotta say. As long as you're behaving, and I see that you're behaving, so you have a right to say that. But I'm not gonna argue that shit, because this ain't a fucking debate. So you can keep, just like if you from India and you eat beef, you go to hell for that. I guess that's just the fucking tweak urban legend, huh? That's just some fucking shit somebody pulled out thin air, huh? Man, we already in the motherfucking pilot, and I'm the hey, I I opened this motherfucker up for that. I'm just saying he can say whatever he wants. What I'm trying to get at is who put a battery in Mister Fucking Shlomo's pack? Because I'll tell you this right now, there's something that triggered that bastard to do that shit. So like, maybe he got tired of seeing these fucking prominent churches not having security. Maybe he wanted to force them to start getting security because if I ran if I ran a nation of churches of that high prominence, I'm gonna let you know this right now. I'm gonna let you know this right now. There have been security. I'd already had security at all other locations, and rebuilding another one. You guys better think about the people who've died and all the victims in this motherfucker because we don't know how many motherfuckers got burned. I could look it up. I didn't have time to do no recon today because I woke up, got in the shower, got myself together. I needed about an hour. Man, I went out, got a frappe, came back. Here I am. This guy don't need no fucking lawyer. He don't need a good alibi either because he's already good alibi by. He's out of here. They smoked his ass. I just don't know why the reaction time to these fucking police is so fucking long. Like, what were they doing? Trying to rub one out with a fucking cheese grater? I mean, jeez. It just makes you wonder sometimes. We'll get back to that. Yeah, we'll come back to that. Don't worry. How about that? We'll get back to that. We will get back to it. We will get back to it. Oh, what we got here? Whoa! Hell no! Nah. This is right by area too. Over 100 drivers ticketed for using shoulder to bypass traffic in a few hours, authorities said. Woo! Issued over 100 tickets in just a few hours during the first several new enhanced expressway patrols. Nearly half the violations, 49, were caught using police helicopter. Ooh, they had the fucking, they had the chopper out there. You better watch it. They looking down on you from chopper. with most drivers ticketed for using the shoulder to bypass traffic. Officials warned that drivers are dangerous and carries fines up to $1,000 apiece, with patrols continuing to target unsafe driving behavior. Like I told you, fucking behave. Cook County, Illinois. In only a few hours. Ooh. According to Cook County Sheriff's Office, officers conducted the first of many expressway patrols targeting unsafe drivers throughout Cook County on. Ooh, side to it all the way now. Pulled over, and more than 100 drivers were pulled over and ticketed by officials in a few hours. 49 of them caught using a new helicopter, police helicopter. Ooh, they got money for new choppers. And a post on X, the Cook County Sheriff's Office said, using the shoulder to pass slower traffic is dangerous and can lead to catastrophic accidents. Violations carry out $2,000 fine. Please be aware if you're driving on the shoulder, we will pull you over. And only you can prevent forest fires. No texting and driving, no trying to rub one out, no smoking the bong. Ooh. Human statue discovered inside a wall, a gold plate archaeological site. Well, I'm not archaeologists, so we're not going to go to that motherfucker. Like I told you, don't fuck around with the Gators. Everglades High School. Sticking your ass up in the Everglades over there in FLA. But no, we're going to figure something out on this. Where's this son bitch at, church shooter? We're going to find out what we got going on here with this motherfucker. Less than an hour away from me. Oh, yeah. They say this guy who shot up the church and was smoked, he has Trump signs all posted outside of his house. Damn. His name was Thomas Jacob Sanford. Was identified as a suspect who rammed a pickup truck through the church in central Michigan and then opened fire. Here, we're going to break this shit down real good. We're going to break it down actual factual. So don't be bashful if you can't build a sandcastle. We're not on the fucking side of a beach. Yeah. Michigan law enforcement authorities identified 40-year-old Thomas Jacob Sanford of Burton, Michigan, as the suspect who killed 4 people and injured 8 others when he rammed a pickup truck into a church in central Michigan and opened fire. One of the 8 injured victims is in critical condition, while the 7 others are in stable condition. Officials said at the September 28th evening news conference. Hundreds of people were attending the service of the Church of Jesus Christ and Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc, a suburb of Flint, Michigan, which is just kitty corner from me. When authorities said the suspect drove his vehicle into the church at 10:25 a.m. A local political candidate who knocked on Sanford's door recently said Johns told him that the church is the Antichrist. See? He had these voices in his head. Check that shit out. He had these motherfucking voices all up in his head. That's why. The suspect then exited the vehicle and fired several rounds at people inside the church with an assault rifle. Police chief of Grand Rapids, or Grand Blanc, Sanford used gasoline as an accelerant to light the church on fire, officials said. Sanford died after exchanging gunfire with responding officers in the church's parking lot. All right, so here's what we know about him. City council candidate Sanford would call the Mormons the Antichrist. So he was on his soapbox already. I guess his voice wasn't enough. He had to start actions. He turned his words into actions. He did that affirmative action shit. Police have not identified a motive for the shooting because he had a couple screws up in the head loose. He's a loose screw. You guys had to bolt him down, no hammer. However, a candidate for Burton City Council who campaigned at Sanford's door told the Detroit Free Press that Sanford went on a trade against the church and said Mormons were the Antichrist. It would cause the destruction of the world. Wow. Again, asking him open-ended questions about Mormonism. First asking how Johns felt about the religion. And the more questions Sanford asked on the topic, the more pointed they become. He said Sanford asked him about the Mormon Bible, the role Jesus plays in the religion, the history of the LDS Church, and Joseph Smith Jr., the founder of Mormonism and the LDS movement. John said everything Sanford asked him about Mormonism led to Sanford declare the religion of the Antichrist. Lower. Johns told USA Today he spoke with the FBI and state police on September 20th, pressed about a motive by a reporter during the news conference the evening of September 28th. Police said they were still looking. We can't come to those kind of conclusions for some time. Lieutenant Kim Fetter, Michigan State Police said. The FBI is leading the investigation. Ruben Coleman, acting special agent in the charge of the FBI Detroit field office, said the incident is being investigated as an act of targeted violence, but he did not offer any indication of what the motive for the incident might have been. He urged the public to share any information that might be helpful, encouraging them to call the guided hotline, 1-800 FBI tips, whatever the fuck they want to say. Now, we'll get back to exactly what I just said with that. Do you not understand what's going on here? You're going to understand it real fucking quick. He was a veteran too. He was in the Marine Corps from 04 to 08, rank of sergeant. Yep. He was a mechanic recovery operator. I think it had a lot to do with this other shit he had going on. Oh yeah, he see, when you mix military with this shit, propaganda starts. You start up with all this fucking craziness, and things just don't ever make sense. Things don't ever make sense. Things will never make sense to you. So you'll always be there going, if, how, can, why, and what. Does that make this guy the Hitler? The new Hitler? No. This guy had fucking trouble, though. He had trouble. Serious trouble. He had fevered brain, troubling concerns, pressing concerns weighing on a troubling mind, caused him to have a fevered brain. So he could not give plain voice because he was not of sound mind. Do we hate this guy for that? Ugh. Was he justified in what he did? No. Will we see it again? if we don't start doing our due diligence, and being thorough and consistent with things like safety, we need to crank up the fucking measures. See, what's going to happen, though, with you guys not understanding is, let's say Church of Latter-day Saints goes, all right, we're going to start putting armed security all through our shit. Somebody's going to find a new spot to do this shit, too, and it's going to be the opening stages for a new standpoint. I mean, come on. During Batman, what'd you guys have? You guys had the Batman shooter running through that bitch. Smoking motherfuckers. He never going to get out again, if you lie. He ain't gonna get out no more. They don't give people free time who be taking away people's fucking lifetimes. I can tell you that right now. That's one thing I can assure you guys from the highest extent, from my own mountaintop. If you be taking away motherfuckers' lifetime, you don't get no more free time if you live. Don't ask me why. I just told you why. So now it's up to you to stand the fuck up and become somebody. It's not what you say, it's how you have to fucking behave. Some people just don't know how to fucking behave. So, what's going to be the new trend now? Because, America's starting to look like a laughingstock just for the sole reason all these motherfuckers just going to sit around and point a finger and go, you know what? I don't care for this shit no more. Shooting people. It's so easy to go out and do the wrong thing. Do you think that guy fought with himself? Do you think he went to war with himself and was like, what I'm about to do or what I'm about to conduct is something I could never come back from. Should I still fucking do it? That's what I want to know. Who the fuck told this guy that it was okay for him to go around shooting people? The voices in his fucking head? Whatever the fuck was calling him out there, huh? I'm taking it you guys condone that shit. Well, I don't. I don't condone that shit one bit. I don't condone it one bit. You better go fucking find a fucking pyramid and go fucking hide in that son bitch or something. Hopefully you get lost in that motherfucker. I can't stand this shit that's going on. Like, you guys, he's the type of person you throw out into the water. And even if he can swim, if he looks like he's drowning, you throw him a fucking cinder block. No, it's just the most humane way to take care of situations like this. Remember the fucking, the movie with Tom Cruise, Minority Report? They would find out crimes that haven't happened yet, but were gonna happen. So they'd go and arrest the people even though they haven't committed a crime just to prevent it. Well, we need some kind of shit like that for these spark plugs. We got too many motherfuckers out here trying to take shit into their own hands. This ain't the fucking Alamo. If he's the last of the Rafiki Robikins, whatever. Let him be a fucking hey. Let him have his little glory for being famous. But he gone. Because like I said, when I seen the fire, all I could think about was Waco. And then when I heard the shooting, I'm like, oh, this guy really trying to Waco, Texas it up. Only the ATF didn't have the place surrounded for 2 months. So you gotta look at that shit from a different standpoint. You gotta look at that shit in retrospect. Sometimes that shit just has to happen. And I know that don't make sense, but it does because like I had no idea it was gonna happen, but it happened. Did we want it to happen? No, we did not want it to happen. Do I like to see innocent people get fucked up? Hell no. I don't even like to see people get fucked up, even if you think they deserved it. Like I said, God don't like ugly. But God loves everybody. That's why he says, hate the sin, not the sinner. When you do shit like that, it's a little hard for us people to fucking separate that type of shit. Twist like a guillotine to take off his neck. You better go pick his ass up before he gets double shit splat. I'm just letting you know. If it happened once, it can happen again. If it can happen once, it can happen again. Look at that. That's another alarm thinking I'm sleeping and shit. Told you I got work today. I got that motherfucking worskies. Oh yeah, work. Uh, 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 uh. Yeah. We got that worksheet. Yeah. You better fucking behave. Oh, I'll trap you, let you. You don't want to get trapped by it. This guy was a fucking veteran, though. Army vet. So he probably had something going on in here. Oh, yeah. He had something going on in the dome skillet. Anything that we could do about it? Not really. There wasn't much that we could do about it. We had to sit here and take it. Ain't no getting around it. I could shave a fucking spider's ass. Does that make the spider cleaner? Does that make him more acceptable to your likings if you have arachnophobia? A lot of people go, it's the fur that's all over them selling bitches that makes my hair stand up. Well, we'll break a little bit of that down. You only got 7 more minutes with me. What I don't like is how yesterday, when they first got on this motherfucker. Yeah, that's right. Creepy crawlers. They're fucking coming to get you. How the police, man, was up there and they're like, this was totally avoidable and preventable. If it was, why the fuck are you up here talking about the aftermath? Somebody likes to fucking be the Joker. Sad thing is, nobody's laughing. That's the sad part about the whole situation. Nobody's fucking laughing. And you notice how they made him subhuman. They don't even count him as part of the fucking statistics. He's just a stain on the wall. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You fucking know it. You can't ride the tiger forever. Well, he knew what he had to do. He knew what he wanted to do. He knew what he's been told to do. He knew what he's programmed to do. Welcome to the Matrix. This whole fucking week's gonna be bad. Because somebody's using what he's got going, or what he had going, as their staging point to pull out the red carpet. Watch. You think I'm fucking playing? I'm not. The motherfucker's in some trouble. In some serious trouble. He just became the poster boy for church shootings now. if all churches can't start putting security in that shit, there's gonna be fucking trouble. It's gonna be biblical. I can guarantee you that. There's a guarantee about that one. Not because I wanted to. It's just gonna be. You know, you're gonna have people talking about shit from way back. Congratulations, buddy. Let's hope they don't take you away for the giveaway. I won't see you no more. That sucks. Be safe out there. Sometimes that shit can be more fake than real, and you won't know until they turn you into the Ponzi. By the way, I admire everything you've been doing, dude. I noticed you've been trying to keep steady on your shit too. Like, one day, eventually, when I'm on here enough and I can get monetized, I'll be linking your shit up. Well, that's good. That's good. I hope you gave him your great 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 grandmammy's address. 52-1 Half Hill Road in Oshkosh Magashkosh. Area code 555415. No, I'm just over here fucking around, man. I still can't get over the motherfucking thing. I'm only gonna be on here for a couple more minutes, but like I said, I'm trying to come on every day and shit. I'm just like half asleep, trying to figure out why this motherfucker started shooting up the Church of Latter-day Saints. And he caught the bitch on fire. And he got into it with the police. And he drove his truck into the motherfucking doors. Right through. Like he owned the motherfucker. Like he was born to do it. And I told you, we're all destined for great unfortunate things. Well, unfortunately, that's his unfortunate thing he did. That he was destined to do. But like I said, what get me pissed is yesterday the first report that the cop going, this was avoidable and preventable at the highest. If it was, why are you talking about the aftermath? Because you guys let this shit happen. I swear to God, we let this shit happen. That's how I feel sometimes. We let that fucking shit happen. No, we fucking do. We let it happen. Not me, but you know what I'm saying. Like, look what happened. You talking about prevention and awareness. Get the fuck out of here with your fucking Habantosh. Stick you in a fucking quagmire. The biggest, thickest tar pit I can find. And we'll see who the fuck is struggling and wicking and washing and fucking thrashing. Your ass going down like a Titanic absent iceberg. I just can't stand when you get this fucking double-edged sword going on this bitch. Making me want to jump out my body. I ain't never come to hurt no fucking body. But please don't get it started like I want. You will fucking behave. Hell yeah, he got set up to get knocked down like a fucking domino. Oh yeah. He was able to do what he needed to do, but like that shit was bogus. They're making us look bad, man. Church of Latter-day Saints and other churches need to start having armed security like the schools, or this shit's gonna become rampant. You don't fuck what anybody says. It's the truth. But I got a couple things to do before work. I'm gonna get back on either tonight or tomorrow. So just link in, get in when you fit in. Like, comment, subscribe. It's another one with your boy Willem. I'm out. Rest in peace to everybody who died in the motherfucking church shooting and the injured. Pray for them.